Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Avowed with me, BringItDon. Let's explore the northern side of Galawain's Tusks. And start with Homecoming, so we can find Petru. And by start, I mean kind of loosely head in that direction while we explore. Alright, so we'll drop down here and hope it's not a dead end. I'm probably not down there. Hey, a bridge. Thought I heard chiming over here. Huh. I don't think I've seen him do that before.
You take lead. Good work.
All right.
Take a moment, people.
It'll take more than a moment. We'll take their whole lives. I know that's not what he meant. They meant for us to take a break. The only thing breaking will be their bodies. I can keep this up all day.
Yeah.
A lot of junk in that chest. Before we head too far past the tower, let's go back to the tower. And do a once around before we enter. What's up, buddy?
Good fighting.
Alright, Sin's journal. Love the journal singed by fire and dusted with ash. We came to this spot in hopes of respite, but it doesn't seem as though we'll find it here. The Zarps are relentless, following us closely enough to harry us, but never finally committing the attack. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were playing with us, so they consider us sport. With our injuries and exhaustion taking their toll, it seems we have no choice but to stop running and make our stand. Jalid says we are as battle-ready as we ever will be, and hopes that the simple act of putting up a defense will convince the Zarps to turn and leave us alone. It's as good a theory as any I might have, so that is what we'll do.
Right behind you. Here they come. Here we go. Point for you.
Alright, let's head back to the tower. Otherwise, we'll just keep getting more and more off track.
Well done.
All I do is stand in a corner and swing. And everything died. Handwritten Notes. A thick sheaf of papers consisting of hastily written notes, consisting of what looks to be copies of passages from other texts, as well as the writer's own notes and questions. It seems to be a handmade beginner's guide to Animancy. The latest crop of potatoes was small and somehow bright purple. I'm not sure how I did that, but I disposed of the fertilizer I used on that batch. I bought some new supplies in Paradise that I plan to slowly cycle into the newest batch. Water continues to be more scarce than I like, but it's hard to smuggle out enough to quench both my thirst and my farms without raising suspicion. Mina asked me about it in front of the others recently, but I think I was able to play it off. Why does she have to notice everything? It's usually so endearing, but I need her to pay less attention right now, at least until I've got something to show for all my experiments. Writings of Serena 1. Darn the most holy Nandru. I hope he was reborn as Lake Algae and peed on by a flamingo. He gave us all the secrets to survival in this bright and bitter land. He did everything he could to give his followers a chance. His teachings only had only one flaw. He exhorted us to write it all down. For 300 years he seemed so wise. Whenever there was doubt, our ancestors went back to the tablets. When the faithless abandoned Solace, Nandru's secrets did not flee with them. The tablets were too heavy to steal. The tablets outlived the death of the masters, so that the thread of their learnings did not die with them. Solace endured on the foundation of those tablets. But after Teodor's folly, after the sack of the libraries, we lost so much. Or perhaps, not enough. Nandru's private writing survived. They trouble me. He had such doubts about why he came here, about why he did not go further. Engraved stone. The engraving eroded by time reads, "For those lost in construction, we dedicate this tower to them. Their bones strengthen the stone, and their hearts the land." And I'm back, stronger than ever. A twisted iron key. This twisted mangled key was found on a Zara peeler in an abandoned watchtower. No, it wasn't. It was found in this nest. Plus, when I killed the healer up top, it fell through. It'd be weirdly placed right there. Hey, I parried one finally. Well, I do think I parried the other guy too. Once again, we're getting sidetracked. It's a camp over there, though. We don't have a fast travel point on this northern side yet. There are a ton of enemies in this area, too. Alright, but back to the tower. Before I get too far off track again. Every direction, there's a ton of enemies. An account of stock. The ledger made filthy by dust and rot contains records of the supplies kept within the tower. As a former waypoint between Solace Keep and Mount Forja, the tower is often used to store raw materials mined from the Tusks. It also stored a great deal of foodstuffs for itself and the miners in Mount Forja. As the entries progress, however, there seems to be a sharp increase in both arms and armor, as well as emergency medical supplies. The last entries show an attempt to move as much equipment as possible out of the tower. I'm glad I didn't die because my second wind is still off or on cooldown. Alright, Ring of Greater Overseeing. Grants Greater Overseeing, plus 20% area of effect damage. A favorite of Broggan Hill Academy alumni, and outlaw hedge wizards alike, these rings greatly enhance spells that cover a wide area. Entire squads of soldiers can be reduced to cinders with a well-placed fireball if the caster is lucky and talented. For those less talented, this ring does wonders at compensating for an arcanist lacking skill.
I've seen worse. Some paint, a mop. Maybe I haven't seen worse.
Alright, Zarp movements. A list of dates and numbers. Upon reading through all of it, you can deduce that it's keeping track of a nearby group of Zarps and endeavoring to make sure the rider isn't discovered by the tribe. I've suspected it for days, but now I'm positive. The Zarps are getting closer. Hopefully they haven't seen me. They'll just move right on by. Some of that Animancy equipment.
Now we know what they were doing instead of housekeeping.
Paper scrap. Need to adjust the frequency on the wheat. Do we add the irrigation directly to the machines? The archives must have some record on how to use these things. Running out of fertilizer. Buy beetle dung instead. Water stain notebook. The Animancy equipment I have procured from Emerald Stair is nothing short of wondrous. The people of Eora have grown bountiful crops from nothing with these machines. Perhaps we may save ourselves some starvation and rationing yet. The Pargrunan practiced Animancy before, at various points in our history. Surely Mahala will allow this. Mahala denied the proposition. She says that Animancy does not support Nandri's directives, as he does not explicitly mention the practice in the oaths. Sokka, I think. It's her keep and her rules, but if we don't act now, we'll starve. I set up a small garden at the top of the ruined outpost. It's working so far. I have hope that Mahala will see reason. Mahala is a stubborn old goat. She refused to discuss my successful experiment, and said that if I continue this project, she'd have me locked away in the Ash Forest for sedition and treason. Let her try.
They probably took Petru to the Ash Forest for this. Hope the Zarops haven't found him.
Oh good, I thought this was going to be his body. That would have benefited nobody. Alright, let's get to that camp that I saw. That'll be our next priority. And then we'll probably do... Let's look at these real quick. So that might be the tower we just left. And it could be in any direction. It's probably in this direction, though. If I had to guess, it's probably to the south. Let's get to this camp before we do anything else, and then we'll check that out. The other one might be to the south as well. So we're looking at the carving in the mountain. It kind of looks like it's hard to tell with the scaffolding. It looks like Nandri is looking to the right, that picture.
Got them all.
I'm not too worried about this yet. What I'll probably do is come out, loop down, and explore this area. Ideally, that'll prevent us from backtracking in the future.
Quiet and do. Nice.
Right flank!
Next one's mine.
A lot of locked chests in this area. A lot more than we saw before. I'm starting to wonder if it's even worth buying the lockpicks I was buying. I saw a plant over here. Oh, hold on. Let's check up here real quick, since we did just take out the contingent Zarps that were guarding this hill. Ooh, Adaran Supply cache key. A key found on the corpse of an Adaran soldier in the primordial depths.
Show me what you got.
Official account of explorations in Galawain's Tusks. Most of the journal is dry, academic, and excessively detailed. The last page is the only one of real interest. I'm increasingly certain that my colleague has been infected, what is colloquially known as a dream scourge. His speech grows less comprehensible, and I suspect I may soon need to perform a mercy killing. I pray that he will retain coherence for a little longer, however. I need him to assist me in hiding supplies in the northern reaches of Galawain's Tusks. We'll have to rappel down an opening in the terrain, and I cannot do this alone, nor will I be able to set up the failsafe mechanisms myself. Till the wood meets the water, till the water finds the roots. Yours. Where a signature should be, there's only a squiggle of ink like a drawing of knotted roots. Am I rappelling down? They don't mean down there somewhere.
Is that all you got? Nice.
Huh, I was expecting a queen to pop up.
Here it comes. You're mine now. Nice job.
Alright, anybody else want to pick a fight they can't handle?
Be ready. From the tracks, we won't be alone for long.
I see a ledge right there, but that doesn't seem right. If I drop on that, but how do I get back up? That might be it right there. Oh, Spaghetti-O. Well, I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again, I'm sure. But from that one side, it kind of looked like there was a cave entrance there. Once you actually get down there, it's a little different.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, if we go this way, we might find that one treasure map location. Could be wrong. Be further south.
Take your best shot. Good one. Let's see what you got. What's this? What's this? Beat that, Marius.
Oh, he didn't turn into two
Everyone
blades.
okay?
Well, I'll be.
Yeah.
Help! My gods, they're killing us.
Alright, hold on, hold on. Give me just a second, I'll help you out. Yeah, some of these arrows are bugged out. Hey, this is below you, or above you. That's just open sky. Oh wait, there's a plant growing up there. Geronimo! Let's go talk to this dweeb. Then, then go back and try and find. There's just a drop down and hide their stash. Gotta be close to the body.
Outlander, my gods help me. We're being slaughtered. The archives, please, gods.
Who's attacked you? What's going on?
My brothers, my fellow monks, they changed into monsters before my eyes. They're tearing everything apart. If the archives burn, our history is lost. Oh my gods, how could this be happening?
I head to the archives right away.
Oh, thank the gods. Bless you, Outlander. Friend, thank you. Head north along the main road. The archives are on a bluff. You can't miss the smoke. Look for Grigor. He'll know what you need to do. Speak with Elder Grigor. Please, hurry.
The first time I've heard that name.
Yeah.
So I found that body over here. It was next to a chasm, so I'm guessing it's down. Down there somewhere. Right, because their body's right here. Needed help propelling down to hide the stash. So you would think it would be in this area. But I see nothing. Unless he was repelling up. His repelling means down. Key doesn't give a hint, does it? It was the, No, they didn't drop a key. I don't know. Well, I think I'm gonna call it here either way. And next time we'll continue exploring this area, maybe find the loot that they were talking about. If not, maybe we'll find that treasure. I'm assuming it's tied to that tower. I mean, there's several of these towers around. We'll find out. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.